this isn't going to please Donnie in the least bit.
Polling from voters of tomorrow show Harris beating Trump by a whopping 32 points among those 18 to 29 years old in 7 battleground states. This is as of Tuesday. 54% said they would vote for Harris. 22% said they would vote for Donald.
Those are some brutal numbers for Trump. It's no wonder why he's creating AI images of Taylor Swift and Taylor Swift fans supporting him for president, because he knows he's going to lose the young vote by a massive margin, and there isn't a fucking thing he can do to make that ground up. Nothing. There is nothing he can say, nothing he can promise, nothing he can do that's going to make those young voters turn around and start voting for him, and he knows it. He is dead in the water with Gen Z. So he generates fake images of Taylor Swift saying that she supports him. Young people and women are going to make the difference. Here's another statistic he's not going to like.
We're tracking something really interesting going on right now. It's a surge in voter registration in key groups ahead of the November election. Among young black women, registration is up more than 175%. You heard that right. More than 175% in 13 states. That's compared to the same time in 2020. This, according to the data firm TargetSmart. Registration has also increased among young Latinas and black Americans. Tom Bonier joins us now. He's a senior advisor at TargetSmart. Tom, it's great to see you. Thanks for coming in. 175%, can that possibly be right? You must have triple-checked this, or many more times than that.
You're right to repeat the number because I've more than triple-checked it. It's incredibly unusual to see changes in voter registration that are anywhere close to this. I mean, to remind people, 175% is almost tripling of registration rates among this specific group. You just don't see that sort of thing happen in elections normally.
And what does that tell us, if anything, about either enthusiasm, attention, propensity to vote for these newly registered participants?
Tells us a lot. The reason that we look at this voter registration data is because the polls will only tell us so much. The polls tell us how people are going to vote. They don't tell us if or who is going to vote. The big question, the best indicator of that is the actions that people are taking. Number one, registering to vote. Someone who says, I want to participate in this election. And so as we've seen these questions of which side has the advantage in intensity and enthusiasm, we look for changes in voter registration like this. People who are newly registered to vote are much more likely to vote on election day. So it not only means that there's a bigger pool of voters for either campaign to draw from and turn out on election day, but generally it's an indicator of a broader enthusiasm among that specific group. So people who are already registered to vote, who look like those voters who are registering to vote, tend to vote at higher rates when you see those surges in registration.
None of that is good for Trump in November. None of that. Get out and vote, folks. We can make sure this prick never sees the Oval Office again.